You don't want the thing, you want the feeling. You don't want the thing, you want the feeling. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. So nice to meet you. If we have never met before, welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about big D, detachment. We're going to talk about detachment, okay? And I'm going to break it down so it's so easy and simple to understand, because I wish someone taught it to me this way when I was getting started. People will tell you, just act like you don't care about it. People will tell you, just get on with your life. People will tell you, just act like you don't care, act like you don't want it anymore, then it's going to come. Okay, well, that didn't work for me, okay? So I am going to tell you how I mastered detachment, because life and manifestation, reality creation, and self-development gets so much easier once you can not only detach, but once you can master your own energy and your own emotions and regulate and validate from within. You literally become like unstoppable. So let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. So the core message of this video, I'm not going to wait till the end to tell you, I'm going to tell you right now. You don't want the thing, you want the feeling. Say it with me right now. I don't want the thing, I want the feeling. You don't want money, you want freedom, you want expansion, you want luxury, you want choices, you want to be able to have choices. You don't want the person, you want safety, you want security, you want to feel seen and chosen. You don't even want the dream body and the six-pack and the abs. You want confidence. You want to be seen. You want to be celebrated. You want to be admired. You don't want the things, the huge desires that we all have. It's not those that you want. It's the feelings behind them. Let's take money as an example. Money is like this globally recognized resource in today's world that we as a collective have decided that money is the world's biggest resource today, right? Money equals material things, money equals food, money equals shelter, money equals healthcare. Money is what we exchange in today's world for everything that we need, okay, to survive. Money is just like the thing. It wasn't even always money. Before money, it was salt, it was coal, it was natural resources that were traded. It's not the money that you want, what money offers you. Money is operating on a specific frequency. And just like anything else, whatever your desire is, I'm using money as an example. Once you learn to tap into that frequency, the same frequency as money, then you become an energetic match for it. Then you stop needing it. Then you stop looking for it, because you are already on the same wavelength as it. Let's talk about like the energetic blueprint behind us having desires, okay? The law of vibration states that everything is energy. You, me, this coat, the phone I'm recording on, this car that I'm sitting in, everything is energy vibrating at a certain frequency. The law of correspondence, which these two laws are both relevant to this video. Law of correspondence states that our inner world, our internal state, is directly linked to our external world and what we experience in the 3D. As within, so without. This is so important to know, especially the law of correspondence. So important to know, because once you realize and you really understand that how you are operating internally, you begin to understand that you don't attract what you want. You don't attract what you keep looking for, what you keep asking for, what you keep journaling about. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. I want to touch on the misconception that detachment is like acting like you don't care, dropping it, forgetting about it, going about your life, acting like you didn't even want it in the first place. In my opinion, that's not what detachment is. This is what true detachment is. Taking the desire off the pedestal. Like, let's talk about money. If you view yourself as here, as a certain type of person, and you are putting money on a pedestal and assuming that only people who look a certain way, talk a certain way, dress a certain way, were born into a certain set of circumstances are worthy of money. If you are doing that and putting money on a pedestal, you can never be an energetic match for money and abundance and freedom, because you are constantly placing it above you, assuming that you are unworthy. And this is what true detachment does. It removes the desire from the pedestal. It's really about you getting to a place where you are on the same level. You feel neutral. It's not beneath you, it's not above you. You feel neutral. You're an energetic match for it. And when you do this, you don't need this because you're already vibrating at that frequency. You don't need to see or receive or hold money because you are already on a frequency of expansion and joy and gratitude and freedom. When you stop needing the thing and you stop needing to see proof of the thing in the 3D, when you stop needing to see it, ironically, that is when it shows up because you don't need it anymore. Let's use another example that's not money. Let's use love, relationships. It can just be that feeling of when you are, and you know when you're doing it, you're outsourcing your need for validation. You're relying on another person. So let's say you're waiting for a text back and the person's not texting back and you're like checking your phone every 5 minutes. Why aren't they texting back? What are they doing? Do they not like me? What is going on? Why are they treating me this way? Why are they ignoring me? Before you spiral, ask yourself this one question. What am I actually craving right now? Like, what do I want? It's not the text. It's not even the person's attention. What do I want? Let's peel a layer back. What do I actually want? Do I want to feel seen? Do I want to feel chosen? Do I want to feel secure? Do I want to feel reassured about something? Once you understand what you actually want, then you can take that off the pedestal. You can take that person, that text, whatever you were outsourcing, take it off the pedestal. It's no longer above you because you've now identified, oh, I didn't want the thing. I just wanted the feeling. Okay, well, let me just take a step back and let me try and generate that feeling internally. Let me not rely on external forces to bring me up or tear me down. Let me handle it internally. It's not about faking. It's not about being like, well, I feel like shit. How am I gonna all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, I'm loved, I'm so loved? No, it's not about that. What I want you to try and do, recall a memory in your mind, because we can't underestimate the power of our mind, of our own emotion, okay? Because that is really what dictates everything. So go within. It can be anything, okay? A memory which invokes an emotion or a feeling higher up the emotional scale than where you're currently sitting. Because obviously you're not that high up. If you're waiting for a text back and you feel unloved and unhappy and unworthy, you must be pretty down the emotional scale. Think of a time, a memory when you felt uplifted. I'm not saying ecstatic. I'm not saying euphoric, bouncing off the walls. Even recall a time where you felt contentment, when you felt love. And it doesn't have to involve the thing or the person that you are currently struggling with. I think we can all look back and recall a time with our family, with our pets. Animals always make me feel better. I don't know about you guys. A time where we accomplished something, a time where we achieved a goal, a time where we were with friends and we had such a good time, a holiday, anything. It can be anything. Recall the memory, and even if you can just take a tiny piece, 1, 2, 3% of that feeling and bring it into the present moment. How did you feel back then? What did you feel in your chest? What did you feel in your stomach? How were you talking? How were you holding yourself? How were you breathing? Really get into the somatics of that memory that you are recalling. Because when we do this, the body can't tell the difference. The body can't tell the difference if that happened 10 years ago or if that's happening right now. And that goes the same way for trauma, okay? That's why trauma can live in the body for so long, because when we relive traumatic events again and again and again, the body doesn't know that it happened X amount of years ago and this much time has passed. No, the body thinks we're experiencing it again and again and again. Well, let's take that information and use it for good. Let's use it to uplift. Let's use it to take ourselves out of a slump. Because when you move up the emotional scale, it's much easier then to detach. It's much easier once you've pulled yourself out of that low vibe, yucky, icky state that you're in. It's easier to put the phone down and be like, let me not do that. Let me go and do something else. Let me go to the gym, go for a walk, call a friend. So the goal is to get familiar with a new frequency. The goal is to teach our nervous system to generate a different state in turn and be able to do that ourselves and not rely on the external world. It takes time. It's like building a muscle. To be able to not rely on the external world is seriously next level form of self-mastery. But the work that it takes is so worth it. We don't want to go about our lives relying on seeing a certain balance in our bank account or getting a certain amount of likes on social media to feel worthy, to feel joy, to feel loved. That is no way to live. The goal is to generate internally so we can experience externally. But the goal is also just to not let all this stuff on the outside dictate how we feel about ourselves. So, to summarize, next time you're in a position where reality is getting you down, whether it be about a text back or another bill that comes in or just anything where you feel stuck and you're like, oh my God, this isn't shifting. Take a step back and remember, it starts within. And remember, you don't want that thing. You just want the feeling that the thing is going to give you. So do the work to generate the feeling, or as close as you can get to the feeling internally. Because when you are able to cultivate a feeling internally, the 3D must mirror it back. It has to, by universal law, like we spoke about earlier. Reality is always going to bend to your dominant frequency. You're so powerful. You are so powerful. Don't ever forget that. You're so powerful. And you really do hold all of the power, okay? So take that information and run with it. Run with it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments if this is something that maybe you've struggled with, or maybe you're having other issues of manifestation. I love to chit chat with people about this topic. It's literally my favorite topic in the world. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, happy manifesting.